Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back once again. Now this part of the session, it's about to start the task 3 requirement, and the task 3 requirement, how to draft the answer. How to draft the answer. The very first thing I must have to say here, that's plan your answer. The first thing is plan your answer. Before starting the question, that's whatever you will write here, first of all, make sure that you have properly planned the question. And the planning include two things. That is time management plus marks management. Time management means how much time you have to respond the answer. How much time you have to plan and respond the particular answer, whatever you are attempting. Because strictly perform your exam within the time. That is very key for the success. If you attempt any of the question where the time required 10 minutes but you are spending 14-15 minutes, at the end of the exam some of the part still unattempted. So for example, you attempted only the 98 marks question. So this is not good. So first thing is the time management. For time management, what the things you need to consider? What the things you need to consider? The first thing is that before starting the things, thinking about the management, whatever the task you are attempting, identify how much the relevant marks here. How much the relevant marks here? Here, for the task 3, the relevant marks 24 technical plus 4 professional. 24 technical and 4 professional here. So that means you are actually planning for 28 marks total. So including professional mark, if you have 28 minutes total time, total marks you are attempting for 28 minutes. So that means total time you have, that is almost 67 minutes. Almost. Because you know very well about that. What's the golden rule? The golden rule is that you have 4 hours multiplied by 60 is equal to 240 minutes divided by 100 marks. So that means you have 2.4 minutes. 2.4 minutes for each mark. And if you apply for 28, so this is approximately the same. Is equal to 2.4 multiplied by 28, that's 67. Yes, 67 minutes. Make sure that you plan. Make sure you have to allocate the time. 20% for planning and for execution is equal to 80%. Sir, whatever you are saying, it's very time consuming. No. If you practice the question with this context, Actually, your mind is not working for wasting time. Your mind is working for the investing the time. If someone is not properly plan the question, at the end of the exam, the paper will not up to the mark. It's the examiner comments. It's not my comment. 20%, 67 into 20%, you need to spend a good planning for 12 to 13 minutes. You need to spend. It's not my comments. It's examiner comments. And it's applicable for SBR, AFM, all the aspects, even though, but the SBR, AFM, the paper time, 3 hours only. 67 into 80% is equal to 54 minutes. You have good 54 minutes. Do remember that for financial questions in the SBL, you can save your time. You can save your time, and by proper planning and then execution, plan then execution, you can save your time. If you properly plan by next 10 to 12 minutes, you can execute. You can execute this question within 40 minutes. Within 40 minutes. Or you can save your 10 to 12 minutes here and invest that 10 to 12 minutes somewhere else of the question where you are struggling more. Now the next point is that what about the marks management? Marks management. Marks management means you have to think what and how much to write. How much to write. Simple. If I say how much, that's according to the requirement. How much means according to the marks. According to the marks. According to the marks. That's all. For example, here 24 marks. You need to split with the two products, dengue and Yaj, and write the things accordingly. According to the marks, but ensure whatever you are writing, that should be complete. What to write? That's the most critical thing. That's you have. For this, you have to plan before writing for key points. For key points, whatever the key points I mentioned on the scratch pad, number one, and whatever the sub points, further detail points, I have to first think, then write accordingly. Here, according to requirement, I strongly suggest that about what to write, you have to make a good plan. About what? You have to make a good plan related to what to write. That's you have to mention non-financial factor. Sorry. The first product. The name of the first product, that is dinghies. About this. Number one, the financial factors. Then you say I have to mention plus, means advantage. Then you have to say I will here to discuss the things with the minus. Then non-financial. I will discuss the plus. Then the drawbacks, that's called minus. Don't use the word uh, the minus, that's a drawbacks. Then the other product, that is react. And same. This is the structure you need to develop first. First of all, prepare your mind. Sir, is this necessary that we have to make a planning by writing something? Not necessary. Some of the human being, for example, like me, if you say to me or if you ask to me, sir, how you plan the things in your professional life or as when you were a student, I am always used to carry one pen, to carry a pen and write the thing accordingly. Always plan with writing something. But some of the human being plan the things within the brain. Think about it with the imagination, like a cartoon. I'm not criticizing something like a cartoonic image. I have drive the things accordingly. The first thing I will write this, second thing, four, five, six, seven. No ways, no worries. Either by writing or either by your brain. But spend some time. I must say, invest some time to make a good plan and then start writing accordingly. Candidates, can you please reply me? Is that clear what I'm saying here? Hello, are you with me? Do reply me. Do practice. Do practice with this strategy. Do practice the questions with this strategy. What I'm telling to you, what I'm advising here. Now we are going to start part B. Part B. Yes. Part B. Task 3. That is report to the board. Report to the board. Yes. Number 1. That is report to the board. Number 1. Report to the board of. Yes, here. One moment. One moment. Report to the board of the company, and the company's name is Yex Marine. Yex Marine. Yex Marine. Report to, that's a format. Number 2, evaluation. Evaluation of, that is the main line. What is about report? Evaluation of investment projects. Very simple. This report, simple, evaluates the two proposed investment projects and the name of the projects are Control C, and sometime we use directly, Control V. Sailing dinghies versus a new range of yachts, including financial and non-financial factors. A very quick, I'm giving you one important advice. Students, whenever you are start writing, that is the format, report to whom, then evaluation of the investment project, and then start. This report is about, this is introduction line. The introduction line must be very much brief, very brief. And in fact, rearrange the sentence of requirement. Just to use the requirement sentence. This report evaluates the two proposed investment project and sailing dinghies versus a new range of luxury yachts, including financial, non-financial factors. Now come on with the main body of the report. Number one, the first one is sailing dinghies. Make a heading, make a subheading, in fact, sailing headings. Number one, financial benefit. Stick with your planning you have made earlier. Number one, financial benefits. Number one, financial benefits. Candidates, before moving towards answer, one important thing I wanted to highlight here. Whenever you are planning the question, this is what, listen carefully what I'm saying. Very important statement I am sharing with you. This is whatever you have done. One moment. Yes. Very important point I'm highlighting here. This is whatever we have planned. That is called financial. Oh, sorry. That is called technical marks. Technical marks. But whenever you were planning the question, one thing also have to consider, that is professional marks. Also need to consider about the professional marks. That's how you will handle the professional marks. Professional marks, you need to be careful here about the format. And here the format is simple about report writing. So this is what the structure, format, structure is report writing. Number one. Number two, what the tone here? Here the tone, what is the professional marks tone here? What examiner mentioned? Most of the times examiner mentioned the tone, that is with the finance, that's evaluation. So here, evaluation. Sir, what includes the evaluation with the finance? Number one, use of data or information inside the question to support discussion. And draw appropriate conclusion. Use data means whatever the data within the question. Get the data. Because here SBL examiner will not ask to calculate the NPV and or to calculate the anything in detail about the NPV or IRR like this. If examiner asked, that was very little bit about the calculations. Main thing is that you, whatever the data available, use that data to support the discussion and make a proper conclusion. Or I can say here, other way around. Identify the facts within the question. Within question and link with case. By the way, linkage of case in that with SBL exam, it's very simple because everything already available information, it's already connected with the case. And for evaluation, both the statements are reflecting one statement. The purpose is same. Use the data to support discussion and draw conclusion, or identify the facts within the question and link with the case. Final comments. Must be conclusive. Conclusive with justification. But what is right meaning of this conclusive with justification, I will let you know when I will write the conclusion. Now come on. Sir, how to make statements for these questions? Do let me know. Do let us know how we will write. Whenever you are sitting with the examination hall and initially the plan you have made, this is what the initial plan you have made. That's the initial plan, you have done it. Now with this structure you have to write, and exactly with same structure we are writing. Can you all please reply me? Are you people with me? Can you all please reply me? Are you people with me? Yes. For example, listen carefully. For example, just okay, now we are going to write the main body of the answer. Now we are going to write the main body of the answer. Number one, the question is about the financial benefit analysis, and that includes the NPV. The first point, I wanted to write the financial benefits. Okay, we have to make a plan about this, sir. If we are working for this technical marks, and this is 24 marks, 24. So we can split the 24 marks in this component. That's 12 marks related to dinghies. And of course, the professional marks is 4. So plus 2. So if dinghies is having 12 marks, so we further split accordingly. Financial having 2 points, financial plus minus, non-financial plus minus. So 3 marks, financial plus 3 marks, financial minus 3 marks, non-financial plus 3 marks, minus 3 marks. And 3 marks, for example, if I am going to write financial sub plus points, so each point generate extra marks. So I have to write the answer in a way every part is different, and every point I'm writing to get the marks. For example, before writing about financial plus, if I'm writing the sailing dinghies, so in my mind, I have to write for dinghies for 12 marks plus 2 professional marks. And if I'm starting for financial benefit, I have to bear in my mind for financial benefits, I have to write the answer for 3 marks. Yes, for financial drawbacks, I have to write for further 3 marks. So that is the first thing that should bear in my mind. Are you getting the point? This is how to craft your answer accordingly. Can you please reply me who are taking the live session? So if I am going to add on the thing with the plus point, before writing anything, my impression of mind during exams should be like this. Boy. First, before writing, I have to think what I'm writing. For example, for Dengue's financial plus point is that the NPV is positive. The NPV is positive here. And the NPV positive here equal to 5.5. So first thing is about the profitability. I will write that is 5.5. The first thing. Then I will mention the positive, the payback 3.5 years. Then I will let you know that I will let 4 million spare amount 6 million. These are the points, ideas I have to generate in my mind. Again, largest company become the largest company for this product dingus. So that's reflect the economic of scale. So first generate the idea. Generation of idea is the key point, that demonstration of the idea. Then you have to draft your answer accordingly. Then start drafting the answer. No worries. Then start. For financial projects, yes, you start. Very clear. The project has a positive NPV quick. $5.5 million indicating the project will increase the value of, what is the name, Yix Marine, or you can mention the company as well. That's the first thing you have written. That's the first thing you have mentioned now. Then revenue, you have to mention revenue would be started. Do let me know when will be the revenue is going to start for this project. Revenue would be started to receive by 1.5 years. And the payback of under 3.5 years seems acceptable as 5 years time horizon set by chief executive. the investment would leave the surplus of 6 million for the investment elsewhere or any other project. Then what points you have covered till now? NPV, payback, spare cash. These points you have covered accordingly. And last, you have to write, as the company become largest producing, selling dinghies in the country, in the town or country, whatever. It should be able to take advantage of economies of scale Yes, candidates, can you please reply me? Uh, are you getting the things that what should be the right direction? The direction is this. Whenever you are writing something, make sure you have planned. Generate the point first and then move it accordingly. Yes, the next point I will mention the financial drawbacks. But for this, I have to develop some plan accordingly. Yes, each point will generate approx 1 mark. Each point will approx generate 1 mark. So for financial benefit, you are now become able to get 3 marks. But it's not, students are very much concerned about the 1.1 mark. But I must say that when you complete one portion, you should ask yourself, is this complete? For example, you haven't mentioned this point. Someone only mentioned these 3 points. Only mention these 3 points. Ask yourself, these 3 points, is this complete or is something incomplete? Because you ignore the large producer point. So once you incorporate this, then your answer becomes completed. Candidates, can you please reply me? Is this clear, all of you? This is what I am providing the direction, how to write the answer. How to write the answer accordingly. Now, the next point, the financial drawbacks. What the first thing you must do? First of all, you have to make impression like this. Think about it. Okay, I am giving you 2 minutes to think about it, but with this manner. According to this, you have to mention for 3 points. You have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to think about it. Even you people are watching the video, recorded session. Pause the video and spend 2 minutes time. Not spend. Invest 2 minutes time for planning. Yes, your time start now.